My fellow Americans, it appears that the Chinese have brought us a great gift. Age of Sigmar Dominion.
Try and do that whole thing.
Just, we're gonna unbox it now, if that's okay with you. Right, so yeah, welcome to the channel, guys. Thanks to our great sponsors, Elysian Wargames, we have a copy of Age of Sigmar Dominion. Ellis, who is just off to one side here, if he wants to shout hello. Hello. He's been desperate to open this up all day, but luckily he's kindly saved it for us. Yeah. So, if you want to do the honours, sir.
Me?
Yeah, I'll let you do the honours.
We do it. She's like cracker it, so we both do it together.
But it's not a cracker though, is it? It's the box.
No, come on. Alright, let's do this. I'll have to actually give me this.
Give me more task. There we go. See? Cracker it.
Cracker it.
Cracker. Alright then. Go on, I'll let you take the lid off.
Alright, let's do this nice and neat. Put that just there. Good, sir. Some lovely artwork.
So we are presented here with Azog the Defiler.
Yeah, it does look a bit
with his green hue.
It's a pretty picture, that.
But let's be honest, it's only artwork. We're here for miniatures.
Yeah, we are, very much so.
So,
wow.
As everybody is aware, you get the Cruel Orc Boys.
Yeah.
And the Sigma dudes.
Stormcast Eternals.
That's the ones. You can tell we're not Age of Sigmar players. Well, you kind of were for a couple of days. When
that
you
will soon change.
When you bought a whole Age of Sigmar army and then sold it. So
yeah, basically.
Yeah, let's start looking through these sprues, I suppose.
Yeah, so these are the hobgoblins, if I stand corrected.
I believe so, or the.
Yeah, I think they are quite easy looking, to be fair. I think all this is monoposed into regarding all that, but yeah, nice and easy ones there. Have you got?
Yeah, I've got the exact same. Do you know what? The thing about these, they are monoposed, which I'm a little bit gutted about. But there are some lovely detail on them in the finer works. I don't know if I can bring this up to the camera also well, because we are delayed a little bit. But some of the detail, or the finer detail on these, are actually really nice. And even just for the little goblins, like this guy here with his little trumpet. Oh,
yeah. Do you know what they really give me vibes of, like a kind of Attila the Hun Mongolian sort of old school vibes, you know, with like
because all the Mongolians were 2 foot tall.
Yeah, I'm saying no.
2 foot tall little Mongolians.
Little orange little guys.
Fucking little Donald Trumps on the back of a
Oh dear.
Oh yeah. I've killed him. We're what? We're like a minute in or something, and I've killed him already. I'm gonna take a breather.
Little Donald Trump.
Could you imagine taking on a little army of Donald Trumps like this? I think that'd be fucking hilarious. Right, anyway.
Let's move on from these. So we'll go Stormcast now. They look a lot bigger than the original ones, like height-wise. I think from looking at them, hell of a lot more chunky. Mm-hmm.
I have to say, again, the detail on these are absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it's same sprue maybe. This one. You have a 421. Yeah. Like this geezer's head, man. Like, that is one thing though. The Games Workshop have really upped their quality of miniatures over the last like 10 years. Like, even the new Orc kit that's coming out for 40k. I know it's not exactly Age of Sigmar, but the detail in that suppresses the current kit.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, with these Stormcast.
It's like that. It's like the shoulder pads with the lions and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
It just
I'll try and
looks-
show
yeah, if you can.
the top camera. If you want to show the front camera, we'll just see if we can get a little bit of detail. I'll just wait for the live stream to catch up. So if you are looking at just a load of sprues, I do apologise.
But yeah, like you can just see the detail regarding all the just all the armor.
Yeah, they are impressive kits actually. Like, little disclaimer here: we are gonna potentially do Age of Sigmar in the future. We mentioned it in the channel update not too long ago, and we've been kind of like vibing back and forth who's going to take who. Because, well, again, our sponsors, Elysian War Games, have graciously put one of these aside for us when they get theirs in, and we're gonna get it, build it, paint it, and do a new series called Two Noobs Learn Age of Sigmar.
Yeah.
We're going to go from the very beginning. So if you are a 40k player and you like the look of Age of Sigmar 3rd edition, we're going to go like step by step. We'll probably see the book very soon, but we'll carry on looking at the sprues for now, and we'll go about the new series in a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
So who do you think you've got there? One of the...
To be fair, no, I think these are the more elite Stormcast.
What are they called? Are they called the Judicats? Let's have a look on the bottom of it.
Yeah, hopefully. Just double check.
Typically would be the other way around. Let's have a look. Oh no, the Annihilators.
Are they the ones?
Yeah, so we've just looked at the 10 Vindicators. We've got the 9 Eliminators. Well, they could be the 3. Is there 3 of them?
Yeah, it looks like 3 to me.
So they're the Praetors Knight Arcanum.
That does sound a bit more. Again, just again, if you like armor and all that sort of good stuff, like kind of Roman-esque vibes, just so detailed. Just like the way, like the banners flickering down there, just really cool. Really cool. Yeah, don't really much more to say on that one. Yeah, you have a look, Andy.
Yeah, like I said, man, the Games Workshop have come on leaps and bounds. But even a little tuft of grass. Like
well, even if you look at the old Stormcast, the first sort of edition ones, you know.
Well, that's the ones that you did buy.
Yeah.
Like, how were they as a?
The kit were fine. I mean, obviously, these are probably mono because it's a big box set. But even look of them, they just looked a little bit more. The best way to describe it is probably, do you know, like Marines going to Primaris, a little bit like that. These seemed a bit more taller, leaner, more finesse to the look of them. The old ones are a bit more like sort of chunky, sort of grounded looking figures, which they still look good, don't get me wrong, because it's all coherent across the board. It's just, these just look more animated. I think that's the best way to describe it. Like the cape flailing and stuff like that. The old ones very much like standing still. I suppose
that is the benefit of the monopose, that they can sculpt that already and have that as a feature. Is like, for example, again going back to 40k. Again, we are 40k players. The Age of Sigmar, the Sisters of Battle. They were very monoposy. Like you could only build them in a certain way.
Yeah.
But then the models do look really nice. So I can see why Games Workshop are going down this route. It does kind of kill it for converters, though. I can't see many big conversions coming out of these kits. Like, for example, this body right here. What are you going to do with that? Because his leg is already there and his body's there. So those are the downside for me. Because there are some amazing people that can convert stuff. It's just...
Yeah, I think though with stuff like this though, especially with new box sets, people like us, where you want to just get on with it and absorb the rules, and then you build on it. I think it is just quick time. You know, you could probably box these off in a couple of hours, getting on built. You know, just grey plastic for the time being. Yeah. From the look of these like new orcs, they look a little bit more fiddly to put together compared to the Stormcast. But even still, they're just still quite easy looking in comparison to some of the models. Like we said, we've just recently done a Sisters army. Jimmy's done a lot more than I have, but even still, I've still done some of the Paragon War suits, and they are fiddly and take a lot of time. But these, it's quite refreshing sometimes though to have a bit of an easier ride with some of these models.
Yeah, the only problem with some of these push fit ones though are they just do not seem to go in properly. Like I find myself half the time clipping away the little nubbin, like there for example. Like there's a little nubbin there that does it really need to be there? Probably not. But when it comes together, as long as they fit, I can't really complain too much.
I generally, to be fair, with push fit, just they'll clip them, glue them, jobs are good and sort of thing.
Definitely. If you are new to the hobby and you're watching this, then ignore Games Workshop's like sort of advice of just push fitting and make sure you just, if you can, clip off the little details. Maybe dry fit them first and then glue them, but I highly recommend gluing all your miniatures. Unless you want to magnetise them, then you go down the magnetise.
I think as well though, if you're not totally interested in painting, you just want to play. Yeah. And there's a bit of a gap in the crease of the armour. Who really cares? Yeah. But I guess with the painting point of view, you will really notice it. I mean, just a real quick one. This one, for you guys have seen probably the previews if you are watching this. I think one of my favourite is the new sort of like wizard. Apologies for the name, but I think one of my favourite things is the sort of Stormcast helmet that she's got going on. It's like just basically like no detail in the sense of like spikes or anything. I just think it's really, really cool. I think they painted it on the box like a sort of like a marble kind of effect going on. Right. Like a kind of white pale helmet comparison to the gold that they usually do. I just think it's really, really, really cool. I mean, the beauty of Stormcast, any colour kind of goes to a degree, obviously. Yeah,
well, it's just like Marines. They're very generic in that sense. The big bulky armour.
And if you are starting a new army and you don't do painting, or you want to start up with painting, Stormcast probably the easiest. Again, like Marines,
forgiving. Definitely forgiving.
Yeah, you can just bash a bit of colour on jobs. Jobs are good.
Yeah, basically. Or even spray paint them a certain colour can, like McCrag blue, or I think it's Mephisto.
Well, in contrast paints these days probably make it even more easier.
Oh, I was thinking literally spray paint and wash and dry brush. You're done basically. Pick out the weapons with silver.
I think on this sprue, I think that's the kill boss on foot, if I do believe. It looks very like it. I mean, the typical GW dead enemy on the floor, some Stormcast crushed on his base. And again, we've got like the crazy, well, obviously they're painted in red. I don't really know what even it is, like a monster face, I guess.
I think it's meant to be a squig.
Yeah, well, regards to the red thing.
I think that is the route they're going down for. Like these guys, maybe use a lot of squigs. I don't know until we see a lot more of the range.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot more coming. They've teased it on some of the. I think it's the rules with the kill boss on the riding one. I think it says
the one I have in there. Yeah.
They said there's some stuff. I think some flying stuff coming as well. So it'll be interesting to see.
Flying squigs. I can imagine a little round body, tiny little wings. But yeah, like again, the detail on this is absolutely incredible. Like he's got like individual blades. I can't really tell. Ropes and stuff.
Is that the archer?
Yeah, they are the archers. So I'll show you the detail up here. Like it's absolutely incredible. Like I've already seen their rules. Their rules seem okay for Sigmar from what I've seen, where they can move and shoot twice, or they can take like a solid shot but they're hitting on 2s and winding on 3s. I remember the damage one. But yeah, like there's been a few unboxings already, and the rules look pretty good.
Let's have a little look. Like Christmas is what's next. I do believe these are just the normal.
Cruel Boys.
Yeah, that's the one. Again, I think all the shields look pretty much different, aren't they? Yeah. So like again, if you can see up there, all the faces are pretty much all different, which is cool. I just really like the look of them. I know there's a lot of mixed opinions on these guys, but I like the faces, me. I think the sort of...
To be fair, yeah, so do I.
The shark sort of kind of like jaw kind of going on. I just think...
As daft as it sounds, they do look like the orcs from The Hobbit.
Yes.
If you paint them up white, they are basically orcs from The Hobbit. But I liked the design for them orcs, even though they were like heavily CG. And you go back to the original Lord of the Rings, and it's people in makeup, it looks even better.
Very true.
Yeah, bring back better special effects.
Yeah.
Dress people up in
green paint type thing.
Yeah, just in green paint.
If we remember rightly, I think this is the last of it. But let's face it, it's the big boss for the Stormcast. Wow.
Indrasta? I'm looking over at Ellis here. Did I pronounce that correct? Indrasta. He doesn't have a clue either. But the end of her name is Rasta. So, as we've got Anti-Val, if you've seen our latest battle report,
go check it out.
Check it out after this live stream. Yeah, I think we've got our own little Rasta. So,
but,
hello.
But yeah, wonder if you.
Let's have a look.
I'm gonna say again, are the shields all different? Oh no, I think they're all actually all the same. I think that's one of the only things that
JW haven't done.
Yeah, haven't changed around.
Yeah, you were saying about this branch. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to keep the branch.
Yeah,
It is stuck to her cape. So again, like we said about the issue with monoposes, it's just one of them things where, unfortunately, you're gonna have branches when you don't want branches.
Yeah.
But that's the aesthetic I suppose they're going for in this third edition.
Yeah, I think when it first released, I think they were the first lot rather than the orcs or whatever, and obviously with branch it didn't really fit, but it makes sense now. They're in the realm of the beast, fighting orcs in swamps. It makes sense.
Then, after all the spruce, we're back with more artwork, the exact same piece of artwork, which, if you ask me, is that a little bit lazy? Could they have thrown in something else? Because, it is just the Stormcast taking on the orcs. Could they have shown a different version of the battle? Then again, it's a free bit of artwork. I think most people would be happy with that.
I know, and like you said, you're really not there for artwork. You are there for the models.
Models and the rules. And here we go. We have, I believe, the big rule book, and we'll get that out in a moment. And then I'll just quickly open this. We have War Scrolls, a how to build. The Vindicators, by the looks of it, can have a couple of options. Maybe different heads, by the looks of it.
Yeah. Pretty sure when they released them, they were talking about there's guys and girls, which is pretty good if there is. Yeah, regards, I think it's more so the sort of main core units. I think regards to the bigger ones.
Oh, the big size templates as well, which they had in Dominus as well.
Yeah, so again, pretty straightforward, quite easy because it's very little pieces to glue together or fit. I think these are going to be more the trouble. Yeah, that's got a little bit more going on, but again, nothing particularly hard to achieve, I don't think. And again, all these guys, yeah, again, plus, well, that looks probably the most intricate bit out of it, but still pretty straightforward compared to a lot of kits out there. Yes, that's little variants there as well. Lovely jubbly.
Very nice. And how many is it? It's 21 Stormcast and is it 39 orcs?
Does it tell me in here?
I'm pretty sure that's the. Oh no, it might be 29 and 31. or it's 21 and 39. It's one of them. It's one of them. Well, what I have is where we will be starting when we get our copy. So here is the start here. War at the Amberstone Watch. The Amberstone Watch, you say? Why amber? I don't know. Is there a mosquito trapped inside that amber? And are we going to get dinosaurs?
That's exactly what I'm thinking right now.
Jurassic Park.
It's going in my brain.
So, from this, by the looks of it, you have just all fluff from that. To a Poison Realm. Monster Stirring. War at the Amber Watch, so a little bit of fluff.
I'm guessing that's where you find about Jurassic Park.
Yeah, find out about the Indominus Rex. And then we have our Raster, the Lord Imp. I'm sure he gets a different head, or the option for a different head.
Possibly. Yeah, because this is, so like we said, so like with the Knights Arcana, she's obviously got like a kind of human looking head there, but this is the one I was referring to. So if you look on this one, she's kind of got a white helmet, obviously paint however you want to. I quite like that one, to be honest here. It's a bit different to the normal Stormcast.
It looks a bit Harlequin.
Yeah, it does actually, to be fair.
Then we've got the Praetors, the Annihilators, Vindicators, minus the weapon, the cannon. And then we move over to the Cruel Boys. And their little bit of backstory using toxins, because again, their rules have got again, we've seen a preview, they've got a lovely army-wide ability just for the Cruel Boys. The little goblins don't get it, whereas I believe if you roll a 6 to hit, you automatically do the wounds damage of the weapon, which is absolutely insane. You then got the Killer Boss, the Swamp Caller Shamans, or Shamans, depending on how you want to pronounce it. The Merc Knobs.
What were you going to say? Muck Knobs?
Mucky Knobs.
Yeah.
With Belcher Banners. Ooh, wonderful.
Brain still went to bananas. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it does look a bit like bananas, doesn't it?
Belcher bananas.
All you need is it just one A in the middle of
I
the
think,
end? The Belcher Bananas. Great. Now we've got Raster and Belcher Bananas.
Yeah, that banner is pretty epic though.
Yeah. Well, Games Workshop's paint schemes will always make it look really nice. Because the heavy metal team are really good. There are definitely some YouTubers out there that are far better. The Manskewer Bolt Boys and the Hobgrot Slitters. And then I think that's it. Yeah, they're on the last page.
Cool.
That's a little bit of a disappointment. I was kind of hoping they'd have a scenario or something in this for first-time players. Would you like some spruce, Marbo?
I don't know. You've got it now, so I thought I'd put them there.
Yep, and then rules and data sheets. We're not going to go through this because it's not our copy, but there are all the wall scrolls here with all the information that you need. And by the looks of it as well, if you're playing pitch battles, you have all the points values, the battlefield rolls, the notes, etc. There will be one for. Do you know what? I'm trying my hardest here not to do it. Here we go, and there's your orcs.
I'll just quickly show you guys, might as well. So I don't know if anyone's seen that, but that's the points for the Cruel Boys and Stormcast as well. Have a little look. Some guys probably have previewed this, but why not? Let's just show them if you haven't seen it anyway.
Well, Games Workshop's NDA is out anyway.
Yeah, so you can get a bit of an idea with that, and then hopefully work a list around it. So 200 points for the big what? Killer Boss?
Killer Boss on great Nashtooth. Nashtooth. Again, I'm not even going to go there. It sounds like Nashtooth. Right,
I'm not going to say. At least these names are a lot easier than the Admech weaponry that we've been struggling to pronounce.
Struggling to deal with.
They're on the level.
And then finally, bases, rulebook, and bases.
Just
Oh,
cheeky.
just-
This the two big bosses.
Very good.
And then
The big codex itself. So yeah, as we were saying, whilst he looks over the rule book. Beep, beep. There we go. We plan on doing a noob series. I imagine there is going to be rules probably in this. Because they said, were you meant to get 2 rule books? Where's the second rule book? Everybody says there was 2 rule books in this, and I'm yet to see 2 rule books. We've got 1 big rule book.
unless they count this as, do they count this as a rule?
Well, that's not exactly a book, is it?
Well,
Games Workshop for you. So
I don't really know.
we'll give you the paper, but we don't give you the rule book.
How weird.
Even Ellis, the owner of the Leeds and War Games.
Times.
So
He's meant to be in that pack with that.
How weird.
well, it wasn't there. Literally came with that. So yeah, that's it for the unboxing. Thoughts?
Very pretty. Very, very pretty. It's definitely made me excited to play it.
Yeah.
Give it a go. It's just going to be nice to have some new, fresh looking orcs. To be fair, I know orcs have got quite a lot of love over the years, and it seems to be a big wave in 40k as well coming through. Yeah, love it. Like this looks better in person than it does online, to be fair to you. It looks very, very, very good, and she does look absolutely just mental, doesn't she, to be fair to you.
Shaved head. Shaved head and hair going up.
But no, I'm really excited to see what they're going to do with it. I am a little worried for 40k because I need to probably step the game up because this box set is very, very good.
Well, yeah, it's like what we've said a few times, like definitely off camera, is although 40k is the established IP, Age of Sigmar seems to get a hell of a lot of love by introducing a hell of a lot of armies like quickly. I could understand when it was in its first edition and they were pumping out new armies, like reimaginative armies of this. It's like, where's the love for 40k?
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, you've got some new sisters, and we had obviously new orcs coming down the line whenever they come down, but the sheer amount of new stuff for AOS, the armies is bonkers, isn't it? Really, like, which is quite cool because
it opens up a whole world to us.
yes.
Definitely opens up a full world to us. Like I did try and get into Age of Sigmar during first edition. I do have some models still from the orcs, the heavy boys or what they're called. Goes to show you how much I care so far about Age of Sigmar. But hopefully this ignites something in me, gets me playing a game that I'll hopefully come to love and enjoy. As much as I do 40k. And will we see competitive army lists? Probably not, it's us. We like throwing everything that's crap out there, and
there's like a sprinkling of really epic stuff, and then just a lot of what we like to play.
Yeah.
But it keeps it interesting. Like, you don't really, who wants to see the same lists everyone plays, you know? But that's the beauty of this. We're going to be learning and getting better over time and building on it, and hopefully more armies will come along the way. I'm sure they will. And we have a few friends that are going to help us along the way as well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Shout out to Mr. Will, who was kind enough to give us the AdMech army. He will be definitely featured on this because he loves Age of Sigmar. So it's all he plays now. So he will definitely be featuring on the channel coming up in the future. Whenabouts, don't really know, because like we said, we're going to do two noobs in Age of Sigmar, and then we'll see where it goes from there. If the Path to Glory is any good, you might see narrative campaigns come to it. A bit of a different spin on the 40k stuff.
I mean, what they've shown so far with it seems pretty good, but again, they're very good at showing the good stuff and not the bad. So if it's good, hopefully we can get a bit of a campaign going, and that might be an ongoing event. But so far, loving the new models. The detail is insane. Yeah, absolutely stoked for what else they're gonna conjure up.
So yeah, so if you have watched all the way through, thank you. Yeah, we will see you in a 40k battle report very shortly.
Yes.
We've got a couple lined up and one already filmed. So we'll hopefully have them out in the next couple of weeks. And then we'll see some Age of Sigmar slowly bleed onto the channel come late July, early August.
I do believe.
And a few other exciting things, which we won't go into detail yet, but we'll have a channel update, no doubt, in the near future. Also, while we're here, please check out Elysian Wargames. They have helped us out massively, hence giving us this as well, this opportunity.
Yeah.
When we do unboxings in the future, I'm sure we'll get better at them as well.
Just don't try and buy Dominion offers. They ain't got anywhere.
So if you want your copy of Dominion, Ellis will be able to hook you up. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Goodbye, guys. My fellow Americans, I'm about to disappear. I'll say goodbye to you. Goodbye. How long was it?